Today I made a glowing bustling fungus diorama inspired by the Risk of Rain series of games, and here's how it went. Let's get making. First I used Ninja Ripper, a cool program, to extract the model from Risk of Rain 2. Then I brought it into Blender to smooth everything out and get it ready for printing. Once the fungus model was ready, I printed everything in a clear PETG filament. The mushrooms printed, it was time to work on the base. First I needed to drill some holes for the fungus to sit in. I carefully marked where each hole needed to be using a hobby knife, and then I got to work drilling. Well, that did not go according to plan. Turns out drilling pilot holes first probably would have been a pretty good idea, but it's no big deal. I can glue the base back together and smooth it out with some filler material. After drilling the pilot holes, I went back with the larger drill bit, and so yeah, that's not fixable. I scrapped that original base and modeled a new one using Tinkercad, this time adding the holes for the fungus before printing. While the new base was printing, I started to work on the glowing effect for the mushrooms. I rolled up LED strips and placed them in the bottom part of each mushroom. Then I did a quick test to make sure everything was working. With the lights good to go, I glued each mushroom together. To hide the seams, I mixed baby powder with UV resin, filled the gaps, then sanded everything down to a smooth finish. Now with my 3D printed base done printing, I moved on to painting it. First a black coat followed by a glossy clear coat. Once that dried, I masked off the black parts and painted the top brown to act as dirt. Then I sealed it with a matte clear coat. I spread a layer of glue over the base and then sprinkled in some fake grass. To lock everything in, I used a dropper to drop some watered down glue on. With the base now complete, it's time to paint the mushrooms. I first started with a nice teal coat, then thinned down some fluorescent green, and used my airbrush to highlight just the tops of each piece of fungus. Once the paint from my airbrush had dried, I sealed everything with a glossy clear coat to give them a nice wet feel. With everything painted, I slotted the mushrooms into the base, wired everything up, and just like that, the diorama was complete. Thanks for watching the video. I'm trying to get a new prop build out every Monday, so if this is content you enjoy, please consider subscribing. Oh, and don't forget to like the video.